forth your flame. Be here now.
Be here now. Now turning towards the west, towards the back of the church. West is the season of fall, the element of water, a time of changes, and the altar represented by the seashell, beautifully, generously donated by Susan Bacchius.
Hail, spirits of the west, powers of water. We invoke you and call you, serpent of the watery abyss, rainmaker, gray-robed twilight, evening star. By the waters of her living womb, send forth your flow. Be here now.
Be here now. We'll turn towards the north, the direction of Mark. North is the season of winter, the element of earth, the time for planting, and the symbol of the altar are the river stones around the flowers.
Spirits of the north, hail, spirits of the north, powers of earth, cornerstone of all power. We invoke you and call you, lady of outer darkness, black bull of midnight, north star, center of the whirling sky, stone mountain, fertile field. Come, by the earth that is her body, send forth your strength. Be here now.
Be here now.
As summer begins, we recall the way that people have celebrated its arrival for thousands of years. This is the earth-honoring tradition, and Beltane is the celebration of the beginning of summer.
As we light our chalice this morning, we recall the significance of fire to our ancestors. On Beltane Eve, the Druids and their successors assembled on high hills with a view of the rising sun. They came to raise the great fires that would bring the power of the sun to earth and to sanctify and purify the whole community and their livestock in readiness for the new cycle. Fire was an interface between the human race and the divine, in particular, the elemental powers of the upper world who would determine the fate of the herds, the flocks, and the growing harvest. Sacrificial offerings were cast into the fire to gain their goodwill, borne skyward on flames, like hands uplifted in prayer. The fire came like a blessing from the gods. From this magical flame, the great bonfire was lit, and now the shadowy figures emerged from their darkened homesteads below the hill, driving their cattle before them. The whole hillside came alive as the boys thrust brands of dried sedge and heather into the newly roaring flames and whirled them about their heads in imitation of the circling sun. Dancers spun in a ring. Young men leaped through the flames to sain or protect themselves and their livestock, while the old folk slowly walked around the fire, muttering prayers As the fire sunk low, the girls jumped across it to procure good husbands. Pregnant women stepped through it to ensure an easy birth, and mothers carried their children across the smoldering ashes.
Flowers are also an important part of Beltane. Between sunset and sunrise at Beltane, Irish children took to the fields to gather flowers as golden as the sun. Yellow flowers were not just for decoration. As symbols of the life-giving sun, they were made into posies and tied to doors and windows, or their petals were scattered over the thresholds of the house and byre as protection against the fairies who were out in force at this turning point of the year. Some were kept in fragrant baskets that children brought to the sick and to the elderly. And flowers were also for lovers who wove them into wreaths to exchange as gifts. Another reason to gather flowers was to decorate the May bush. And a bow or a clump of tree was decorated with flowers, ribbons, paper streamers, and other bright scraps of material. Colored eggshells, carefully saved by the children from the Easter festivities, were threaded on string, and sometimes a golden ball was hung from the bush, perhaps representing the sun. Boys carried green boughs, and girls wearing garlands of flowers held hands and took part in a long serpentine dance around the May bush, as once their ancestors had circled around the tree of life at the center of an Iron Age settlement.
At Beltane, it was as important to be saned or protected by water as it was by fire. Water belongs to the realm of sea. The earth and its energy moves downward. Dew was regarded as having magical, life-giving properties that brought fertility to the fields. Walking in May dew kept feet from becoming sore. Men who washed their hands in it became skilled in making knots and nets. In Scotland, mothers wrapped their sick children in cloths soaked in the dew for its healing effects. A number of May Day customs involved sprinkling people with water from holy wells and pools or other sources of water. And in this spirit, you are invited to come forward now to place a stone in the healing bowl of water.
Thank you for your presence, for your circle, for light and love, for night and change. We ask you for your blessing as you depart. Hail and farewell. Blessed be. Blessed be. Now could you stand and face the east, which is towards me?
Spirits of the East, powers of air, we thank you for joining our circle, and we ask for your blessing as you depart. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be. We turn to the south.
Spirits of the south, powers of fire, we thank you for joining our circle, and we ask for your blessing as you depart. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Turn towards the back and the spirit to the west.
Spirits of the west, powers of water, we thank you for joining our circle. We ask for your blessing as you depart. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Now turn to the right to the north.
Spirits of the north, powers of earth, we thank you for joining our circle, and we ask for your blessing as you depart. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be. Please be seated. The circle is open but unbroken. May the peace of Goddess go in our hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Blessed be. And listen, somebody just turned 80 years old recently. Peter Walsh, would you stand up? Peter Walsh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Peter. We love you.